This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, ho there, Jeff Cutter and welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe Birthday Boy. And the birthday boy for today, August the 2nd, is an NHL legend who played for the Chicago Blackhawks. He also played for the New York Rangers, Phoenix Coyotes, Philadelphia Flyers, and Calgary Flames. But he's now 52 years old today. And he was a potentially good player, but unfortunately injuries would ruin his career. But he is Tony Amonte. Tony Amonte started life in college at Boston College. There, he was drafted 68th overall by the New York Rangers in the 1988 NHL draft. Amonte was a very strong player, and it looked like he would be a good Ranger prospect. He played 3 seasons with the Rangers, scoring 84 goals. Well, in 1992, he actually scored 30 goals and was third in balloting for the Calder, aka the Rookie of the Year voting. Amonte seemed to be a decent fit. Unfortunately, Mike Keenan didn't think Amonte was a good fit for his system, and so he traded him to the Chicago Blackhawks for the want of Brian Noonan and Stefan Matteau. Amonte was not too pleased because, after all, the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. Went on to win the Stanley Cup, but Amonte could have had a cup ring. Anyway, he would still be a good player with Chicago. He was reunited with Jeremy Roenick, who was a Fair Academy teammate. Scoring 30 goals 6 times and 43 times. So, Tony Amonte actually looked pretty good and all that, scoring the 40 goal plateau 3 times as a Blackhawk. So, yeah, Fair Academy teammate Jeremy Roenick, because now Amonte's the coach of Fair. Anyway, Amonte would help the U.S. win the 96 gold medal at the World Cup of Hockey. He was the guy who scored the tournament-winning goal against Team Canada. Not my cup of tea, obviously. But yeah, Tony Amonte was good for the Blackhawks. And then he went to be a free agent in 2003, 2002, sorry, and signed with the Phoenix Coyotes. It was shocking to see the Coyotes land someone like that. He didn't even last a single season in Phoenix, as he was traded to Philadelphia at the trade deadline. He would help Philadelphia out in the 03 and 04 playoff runs, but then he signed as a free agent with Calgary and scored his 400th goal as a member of the Calgary Flames. I completely forgot he played for Calgary. He is actually 13th all time in points among American League players with American-born players with 900. So Amonte drafted in the 4th round by the Rangers in '88, traded to the Rangers to the Blackhawks for Stefan Matteau and Brian Noonan, as I said. Signed a free agent in 2002 with the Coyotes, but then the Coyotes decided to give him a playoff run, sent him to Philadelphia for Guillermo Lefebvre, Atlanta's 3rd round choice in 2003, Phoenix's 2004 2nd round choice. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, yeah. So he was a star for Boston University. I said Boston College. Sorry. Boston University. He looked pretty good as a player. And then he went with the Rangers, signed a professional career with the Rangers, played 2 games for them in the playoffs, scored a pair of assists. And then for the Rangers, he would have years of 35 goals, 33 goals, and 16 goals before being traded to the Blackhawks, where he scored 4 goals in that 1st round series against the Leafs. So Monte played in the All-Star game in 97, 98, 99, 2000, and 2001. So in his time with the Rangers, Blackhawks, Coyotes, Flyers, and Flames, he scored 416 goals, 900 points in 1,174 games. And then he would have 55 points in 99 playoff games. They didn't go too far. I mean, the Flyers, he was close. And internationally, he would help the U.S. win the '96 World Cup of Hockey and take second at the Olympics in 2002, losing to Canada that famous victory by Canada 5-2. Maybe American staple and all that. Amonte has 4 children. His sister actually is head coach of lacrosse, women's lacrosse at Northwestern, going into 7 national titles. And she herself was an All-American at the University of Maryland and 2-time NCAA Women's Lacrosse Player of the Year in 95 and 96. Amonte is a distant cousin with Charlie Coyle, who still plays in the NHL for Boston. I did not know that. So yeah, Tony Amonte was a great player. That pity that he didn't win the Stanley Cup ring with the Rangers when they did in '94, but he knew he needed some help. And Stefan Mental did help. I mean, a pair of double overtime goals against the Devils in the conference finals helped them get to the final in the first place. So I feel bad for Tony Amonte, but you know what? He had a great career elsewhere, and that's all you can think of him. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.